Howdy everyone, it's me once again, one and only Killer Rodan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon where I'll be talking about the movies, obviously TV shows, merchandise, I don't know. If it's related to Disney in any shape or form, then I'll be talking about it, of course. And yes, here we go again, yet another damn Star Wars video, of course. And yes, I will post a link down below for Alpha's YouTube channel if you want to check out his stuff. He would definitely be more frequent with these videos in terms of this is anything really. If you like gaming content being produced more frequently, check out
Bastila
his
has told
channel.
us of a most unusual
Whereas with
talent.
my channels,
She
yeah, my
claims
original
you
channel and the second one
have
here,
shared a dream.
yeah, uploading
A
gaming
vision
content is rather
of
random,
Malak and
really.
Revan in the ancient
And I
ruins
just
you
thought I'd
on
let you know real
Dantooine.
quick about that
These
kind of a
ruins have
thing.
long been known to
So,
us,
right,
but we
with
believe
that being
them to
said,
be
let's just
merely
continue doing
burial
this kind of a
mounds.
thing here.
Perhaps
And of
they're
course,
more than
again, I
we
would
first
thank
suspected.
anybody ahead of
Maybe
time
Revan and
for
Malak found
watching
something there.
this video because I know these videos can be pretty damn long. So here we go, I guess. Well, other Star Wars videos in regards to the gameplay, they all have been pretty damn long. So
She says she has
anyway,
felt your
so it's just thank
presence
you
within the dream.
ahead of time for watching. Of
The
course, I
presence she has
appreciate it.
felt within you
We do.
ever since
Master Vandar.
But anyway,
Taurus.
let's
It is
continue,
not
shall we?
unknown
Just
for
do
this
our
to
thing
happen
here.
between two
The
people
main character,
strong in the
whatnot.
Force. Bastila has described the
Yeah, our
shared
main character
dream
just
to the
really
council
wants to
in
just
great detail.
do what the internal.
We feel it is more than a
See
dream.
here, go through
It is a
here.
vision.
It's just to make sure
The
she
Force is acting through you,
survives
as it
life, I
acts through
guess.
Bastila.
Because over here, where she's at, the main character, I mean, things get pretty damn crazy. But I gotta make it crazy somehow. I gotta make it interesting some kind of
You
way, I
and
suppose.
Bastila share a powerful connection to
But
the
anyway,
Force
there we go.
and each other. This is
But
not
yeah, I
unheard
just thought this
of.
would be a good way to just do
Connections
something in
often
regards
form
to this kind of
between
a thing,
master and
because
student, but rarely does a bond develop
it's fun
so
to talk about
quickly.
Star Wars and
Whatever
whatnot.
dangers may lie ahead,
You know, it's
we
kind of a
cannot
bad
ignore
rep
the
these days,
destiny
but
that
I
has
don't mind it
brought you
really.
and Bastila here to us.
I don't
Together.
mind it, not really. I mean, of course, I know the having female leads seems to be like a
You
really
and
iffy
she are
nowadays,
linked,
but I know somebody
as
out there
is
just
your
get
fate
triggered over
to
the fact
hers.
that just because you have a female
Together,
lead. I don't know
you
why.
two
The
may
thing
be
seems
able
kind
to
of odd.
stop Darth Malak and the
It
Sith.
seems like a
Do
lot
not
of people
let
just
your
get
head
mad
be
over the
filled
fact
with
that, oh,
visions
how
of
dare you
glory
have a
and
female lead
power.
and all that. So
Such
what?
thoughts are the path to the dark side. The way of the light
I mean, there
is
are
long
bad
and
movies
difficult,
with
as you
female
must
leads, of
learn.
course. I'm not
Are
denying
you ready
that,
for
but
such
I'm just
hardship?
saying, I know that's going to probably be the first thing that a lot of people just really assume just because of
Understand
the
that there
fact
is
that
little
this
choice
has
in
a
this
female
matter
lead.
for you
It's all
or
going to be
us.
already bad.
Across the galaxy,
And
the
yes,
numbers
people
of our
were
order
already complaining
dwindle.
about this game that if
We have sent
Disney gets their
many
hands on it
Jedi
somehow,
in
they're going to just
quest of
ruin
a
it,
way to thwart
like the
Malak's
woke
advance.
culture or whatever.
Many of
That's
them
just
have
straight up
returned.
assuming right
The
there,
Sith
because
hunt
first
the
of all,
Jedi
this
down
already
like animals,
this video game
ambushing
series
and
already had
assassinating our
a
brothers
female lead.
wherever
Right?
they are
Assume you
found.
select a female
We
lead.
fear
You
it
have
is
an
only a
option
matter of time
to
until
pick the
they
male character
discover
or female
even this
character.
hidden
So, my
refuge.
point being is that
Other
this
Jedi have
did
fallen from the light and
exist to
embraced
some
the dark
extent
side,
before Disney
giving
ever
their
bought the
allegiance
rights
to the Sith
to any of
and
these
Malak,
movies. So I
the
never
Dark
saw the
Lord.
complaints really. I don't know. It just seems weird. I know. I don't think Disney would have ruined it
The lure of the dark
by
side is
getting their
not
hands on
easy
it
to
or
resist.
whatnot. It seems
Malak's
kind of
power
weird if you
grows
ask
as
me. They're
more and
just
more
straight up
planets
assuming right there.
fall to his conquering armies.
But anyway,
If Malak is not stopped, the
I think it'll be
Republic will
fine though. I
fall,
think it'll be
and
fine.
the Jedi will be
I don't
hunted to
mind if
extinction. The galaxy
they
will
just trying
enter
to
a
do their own
time of
versions of
darkness
these
and
stories and
tyranny,
whatnot. I'll say
not
go for
seen
it.
for 1,000 generations.
But
The
okay,
Council has decreed that you and Bastila must
whatnot.
investigate the ancient ruins you dreamed of, once the
Okay.
Council deems you ready.
Perhaps there you will
Go
find
through
some
here and
clue,
whatnot.
some
But
explanation
yeah, so I
of
don't think
how
it's weird
Revan
that
and
people just
Malak
get
were
would just
corrupted.
get really
And
uppity and
perhaps
just complain
there
about
you
the
shall find a
feminists
way
or
to
whatnot
stop them.
ruining media. That's like another thing I heard about, like the feminists are gonna ruin cinema. Which again, I have to disagree, but it's just as far as I'm concerned, it just depends
The
on
Force
how
flows through
the
you
movie's
like no
written,
student
really.
we have ever seen.
I mean, of course, there are bad
But you're
movies
willful and
with
headstrong,
female leads, and there
a
are also
dangerous
bad
combination.
movies
Before we send you to
with male
investigate the
leads.
ruins, you
Which
must
is
be
worse,
trained
just
in the
depends on
ways
which
of
movie
the
you're talking
Jedi,
about.
so that
A
you can
movie's not gonna be
resist the
automatically
darkness
bad just if I
within
have
yourself.
a man, and a movie's not gonna
Within
be
all of
automatically
us.
bad just if I have a female
Otherwise, you
lead.
are doomed to fail.
That's just people assuming out the ass as usual. But yeah,
You
I know
must
this is
learn
something. I just
patience
thought to
and discipline.
mention this because I know this is
The
gonna be
ruins
something
are a place of
that'll be
correction.
maybe we
dark side is
talked about when it comes to discussing Star Wars. It's one of those things that will get maybe brought
You
up,
must begin your training
course,
at once. You
because
have a destiny upon
people
you
seem
that you must be prepared
get
to
mad at the fact
face.
there's female leads in
The
Star Wars
entire fate
for
of the galaxy
some
is
bizarre
upon
reason.
you.
I can only
But you guys
hope
have
you will
discussed
prove up to the
before, and it's not gonna be the
task.
only time I
The
brought
path
this
you
up.
have
So it
chosen
just
to
seems
walk
like
is
really
difficult.
weird that we people just
Intensive
assume
training
that
will prepare you physically for the demands
the
of
female
order.
lead, which somehow
Meditation will
ruins
teach
Star
you
Wars
to
and whatnot,
channel the
which things
power
are
of the
ridiculous.
Force.
But
To
okay,
truly understand
I
the
don't
way
know.
of the
Bro. It just seems
Jedi, you must
people weird to
open
me.
your mind to
I just think people are
knowledge.
really strange.
Seek
Well,
wisdom in
and
the
I noticed
teachings
this
of the
kind of
great
thing
masters of our order.
mostly after the fact
The
that when
Jedi
Disney
is
bought the rights
never
for Star
alone.
Wars, really.
Others in the order will always stand by you.
I'm not saying that this kind of thing didn't
You and
exist
Bastila
beforehand, but I'm
share a
saying this
special
is something I
bond.
noticed
Do not be
when it comes to
afraid
this
to
kind of a
turn to
thing.
her when you need help in your training.
I don't know why, it just seems weird to me.
The way of the
Or
Jedi
whatever,
is
I guess.
difficult. It requires great discipline.
But yeah, I just thought I'll just
Yet
mention that
even
because it's
though
just
you
something
are
I
a
keep
mere
hearing on a
apprentice,
repeat,
your
really.
potential
It's just
is
something I've heard
unlimited,
quite a few times,
and
actually.
your progress
But whatever.
amazing. In all my years, I have
Man,
never
I'm
seen
fine
one
with
who
the
has
fact with
mastered
having female
initial
leads.
training so
Again, as long
quickly.
as it's well
You
written.
have done in weeks
As
what
long as it's
many
well
cannot
written,
do
it
in
definitely, that's the
years.
case. Yeah.
I am
So I don't know
honored to
anymore.
welcome you fully
I
into
don't
the
know,
Jedi
people just
Order.
complain about any little thing. I'm not saying that there aren't
Soon your
images you should
apprenticeship will
criticize, but
end,
because there
and
are.
you will be granted the title of Padawan,
Okay.
the lowest rank of those within the Jedi
I know it seems like
Order.
something I'm just being
But first
repetitive
you
here,
must
but it just
prove
seems like
yourself
something I'm just talking about again, which I know it seems kind of weird. I'll bring it up again and again. And again, it's just a lot of these fanboys, whatever you call it, seems to be annoyed at the fact
Few
that
mention those names around here.
Disney are doing their own
But
thing,
I suppose it is
and the
just as
whole thing
dangerous to
with
deny they were ever part
they
of the
just seem to be
Order.
stuck
When
in
I
a
was
certain
still on
era of Star
Coruscant,
Wars and
Revan and
whatnot.
Malak
Just
often
let the
came to
franchise
me for
grow.
additional
It's
training.
like how they say, let the franchise
In
grow,
particular,
will ya?
Revan's hunger to learn seemed
Seems odd to me.
insatiable.
Seems odd to me they won't let this
I should
franchise
have
grow at all.
recognized this as a warning
I
sign.
don't get it.
But I perceive the young Padawan's
I don't
lust
understand
for
any of
knowledge
this
as simple
whatsoever, but okay,
exuberance
whatever,
and
people.
eagerness. Revan
What do
was
you
my
say, I
most
guess?
promising pupil. One I felt sure
Okay.
would someday become a champion of the Jedi Order.
Okay. Ugh. Go to
The
here.
Jedi Order moved too slowly for Revan and Malak. We were too cautious in their eyes. They always sought to learn far quicker than their masters felt was prudent. It is one thing to
There's a lot of
understand a
dialogue
lesson,
in this game.
but to truly comprehend it takes a wisdom that only comes with time. Several years ago, when the Mandalorian threat first
Okay,
arose,
whatever.
Revan and Malak were eager to journey to the Outer Rim to defeat the enemy of the Republic.
Yada, yada,
But the
yada.
Council felt it best if we moved with care and caution. The true threat.
Yeah, but
the
anyway,
Council
just going back to what I was saying a
had
moment
not
ago, it
yet
just seems like
revealed
when
itself,
people bought,
but Revan would
when
not
people
be
realize
dissuaded.
that when I say they, I mean the
Charismatic
people
and
who
powerful,
were Disney
it
bought
was
the rights for
inevitable
Star
many
Wars,
of the
it seems
Order would flock to
it's going
Revan's seemingly
downhill
noble
for the
cause.
franchise because
Malak
they
was
bought the rights
first
for
to join his
and made Star Wars
closest
The Force
friend.
Awakens, which I thought
Others
was weird,
soon followed.
if you ask me.
Many of
I
our
actually like
youngest
Star Wars The
and
Force
brightest,
Awakens.
intent on saving
Ever
the
since I
galaxy
actually
from
saw
the
that,
Mandalorian threat.
when it first premiered, actually. I had a good time watching it, really. I don't think it's really wasn't
We
necessarily
were
all that
foolish
bad.
to
Like people
disregard
claim
the
it to be.
Council's wishes. I
I
do not
know
know what
I've
happened
heard all
to
the
Revan,
complaints,
Malak, and their followers on the
Ray being a
farthest
Mary
reaches of
Sue
the
and
Outer
yada
Rim.
yada, feminism and
Something
all that
corrupted
jazz. I
them.
heard all those
Their
stupid
ideals
complaints
became
before.
twisted.
I heard them all.
Their spirits were tainted.
They just all come off the
and
same,
they fell to
really.
the dark side. There is a lesson in this.
It's
A
just
lesson you would do
whatever.
well to take to heart. The dark
Oh,
side
yeah,
can
it's something I
corrupt
heard
even
before.
the most noble
It's quite
of
tiresome,
Jedi.
actually. Really
You
is.
have learned much, yet there is much more for you
Okay.
to still understand. The way of the Jedi must be entered into with a clear and focused mind. When you feel that you are ready to
Okay,
continue
and
your
whatnot.
training,
But yeah, it's
know
like I was
that
saying,
you
this is
can
a topic
find
I've
me here.
spoken about before. I just thought it was kind of weird. Okay. I guess
Greetings,
I'm gonna
my
go
young
down to this
pupil.
place and talk some
Your
more.
progress
Okay.
has been most remarkable so far. Are you here to continue your training in the
But anyway,
ways
this
of the
thing's
Jedi?
weird. That's what I'm going to say. This thing's really bizarre. Yes, of course, this even go for some of the religious folks as well. Yes, even the religious folks seem
Soon
kind
your
of
apprenticeship
can't
will
seem to
end,
take.
and you will be granted the title
They
of
let this go.
Padawan,
They can't really
the
take these
lowest rank
movies
of
for
those
what they
within
are,
the Jedi Order.
and they just
Yet
assume it for
first
what
you
it
must
is.
prove
I
yourself
suppose.
worthy in the traditions and customs of our order,
But
as
again, I'll
handed down
appreciate
from
anyone
master
from
to
actually
pupil
sticking
for
by for this
1,000
one, folks. We do.
generations. You must successfully
And this
complete
just gives me
3
a
tests
chance
before
to
you
do
earn
something
your place among
for
the
the
Jedi.
franchise, of course. Because at the moment, I don't have anything to review about Star Wars at the moment, really. It's just going to be something. I have to figure out how to do something with this, of course. Whatever it might be. So here
These
we are,
tests
I
will see if you
reckon.
have truly
Some more this
mastered the
type of
training you have
thing
been
and
given,
whatnot.
both mental
And
and
just continue
physical.
to just
Upon
make these type of
completing
videos
these
for Star
tests,
Wars, I
you
guess.
will
Because
pass
why
from
not?
apprentice
I don't see
to
the harm in
Padawan
this, really.
and join in the ranks of the Jedi.
And okay.
First, I will test
But
your
sure, why
knowledge
not?
of the Jedi Code.
And yes,
These
the
tenets
Star
must
Wars video
always
games can
guide
be
your
used in a
actions.
way to
In
expand the
everything
lore.
you do,
And
you
pretty much
must
in
always be
any direction they
conscious
can
of their
think of, I
wisdom.
guess.
You must prove you have
But
a
I guess
Jedi's
it doesn't have to be
understanding
too
of the
far
code.
off because it has to
Return when you
be
feel you
connected to
are ready for
movies
this challenge.
somehow, I guess. And I was thinking they have to be connected to the movies in some kind of fashion, of course, in some kind of way. Quite
Greetings,
obviously.
my young pupil.
I mean, it's
Your
fine.
progress
I
has
guess
been
there's
most
nothing wrong with that,
remarkable
really.
so far.
I guess.
Are you here to
But
continue
yeah,
your
it's
training
just something
in
they
the
have to
ways
do.
of the Jedi?
It's just something they have to. When I say they, I mean the people who are behind this production of these games and whatnot.
Soon
It's just
your
something they have to
apprenticeship
somehow
will
put
end,
together
and you will be granted
in
the
some kind of
title
fashion
Padawan,
and make sure
the lowest
things
rank
make
of
sense,
those within
obviously.
the Jedi Order. Yet first, you
Okay.
must prove yourself worthy.
I know there's lots
in
of
the
walking
traditions
and then
customs of
talking and
our
then
order,
walking and then
as
talking
handed
and then
down from
walking and then
master to
talking and
pupil
then
for
walking and then
1,000
talking and then
generations. You must
walking and then
successfully
talking
complete
and then
3
walking.
tests
It's
before you earn
fine.
your place
That's just the
among
style of
the
the
Jedi.
game, really. It's just the style of it, really. I know that would get in some people's nerves, really, but still.
These tests will see if you have truly mastered the training you have been given, both mental and physical. Upon completing these tests, you will pass from apprentice to Padawan and join in the ranks of the Jedi. First,
So
I
this
will
will
test
continue
your
onward,
knowledge of the
folks.
Jedi
And
Code.
just do whatever I
These tenets
reckon.
must always guide your
But anyway,
actions. In
yes, I do
everything
appreciate
you do,
people for
you
sticking
must
by, obviously.
always be conscious of their wisdom.
Okay.
You must
But
now
yes, I
prove
do
you
think
have a
using
Jedi's
video games as
understanding
a
of the
medium to
code
expand
by
upon what
completing
was
these
already
fundamental
established within
precepts
Star
of
Wars
our order.
can be a
There
good way
is
to
no
actually
emotion.
continue the story some kind of way. I mean, it seems like a perfect opportunity. I mean, yes, when George Lucas was making the original trilogy, of course, there was no chance in hell that
There
he could
is
even know
no
that video games could even
ignorance.
exist at the time. You know, there's no way he could have known, obviously. But still, though,
There is no
seems like a
passion.
perfect opportunity to do more of this, of course. I'm just saying, why not? I don't see the harm of this, of course. But
There
anyway,
is no chaos.
like I said before, folks, I know I've said this already, but I do think that the graphics here aren't too bad. I actually like the colors of one, even though this is an older game. Actually,
There
it is an
no
older
death.
game, but still, though, that's fine though. It's okay. What's important is actually the fun of it, really. I guess at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You
I mean, at
have
least I
learned
think
your
so,
studies
anyway.
well, apprentice. It will
Okay.
not be long before you are a full member of our order.
But anyway, yeah,
first,
I know when it comes
you
to
must
video
pass the
games,
second
Star Wars has a
test
hit or
and
miss
learn about the most
rate when it
prized
comes
possession of a
to
Jedi. The very
these kind of
symbol
games.
our
Just
order.
any games, really.
The
They have a hit or
lightsaber.
miss.
The lightsaber
Some good,
is the
some are bad,
traditional
and some are
weapon of our
mediocre.
order.
The
It is a
quality
symbol
varies.
of a Jedi's skill,
Especially
dedication,
considering the fact
and
they have a
authority.
franchise that's over 20
And
years
each
old, so
lightsaber is as individual as
it's
the
going to be really
Jedi who
difficult to
wields it.
keep
The blade is
literally
made of
everything
pure
on one
energy,
consistent
focused
quality.
by
That's going to be
polished
really,
crystals in the
it's
hilt.
pretty much damn near
As
impossible
the
when you think
second
about it.
test, each Jedi
I'm not
must
saying, I'm
construct
just
the
not like
lightsaber
pessimistic
with
or
their
anything.
own
I'm just pointing that out
hands.
there.
And now it is your
I don't know,
time.
maybe it's just me, I guess. I don't know.
Speak with Master Dorak, and he
I
will
don't know how
guide
you
you
would
through the
do that,
choosing of
really,
the
but
crystal.
whatever, suppose. I mean, I don't know. Can you have a consistent quality for this long? And you know that George Lucas himself can oversee literally every single project that's been produced. Even this is his creation, technically. And also have a tight-knit continuity, which would just make it more difficult when you have more stuff involved. Because, of course, for those who don't know, you have to think about the comics, of course, the graphic novels, so on and so forth.
What?
And let's not forget about the TV shows, obviously.
Yeah?
I mean, I'll say you can't prevent continuity errors, but it's going to be, again, damn near impossible is what I'm trying to say here. That's all. I'm just saying. Alright. Well, look, I'm just rambling on here. I'm just putting it out there. I mean, how would you even go that, really? How would you go on that route to make sure everything seems fairly consistent in some ways? I don't know. Whatever. was wondering why. Yeah, wondering why that thing was destroyed a moment ago.
Come, young
I don't know,
apprentice,
just because it was done just because
He
again.
sees great promise in
Yeah,
you.
no, it seems like random
do I.
shit, but
The
there you
time
go,
has
guys. It was
come
done
for you to
just
choose the color
the
of
mere
your
fact of
lightsaber.
it. The mere
This color
fact that
also
it
reflects
existed.
your
There you
demeanor
go.
and position within the Order. Blue is the color of the Jedi Guardian. This Jedi battles against the forces of evil and the dark side. They focus more on combat training and use of the lightsaber. Yellow is the color of the Jedi Sentinel. This Jedi ferrets out deceit and injustice, bringing it to light. They focus less on combat and more on other skills and abilities. Green is the color of the Jedi Consular. This Jedi seeks to bring balance to the universe. They mediate between other groups, using their powers to end conflict and preserve peace. Indeed. We shall see. I will now ask you questions, and your responses will indicate which class you lean most towards. A woman and her small child are beset by a desperate-looking group of thugs. They're menacing her with weapons, and she screams to you for help. What do you do? Indeed. Very well. On to the next question. You are in combat with a dark Jedi allied with the Sith. There is a pause in the combat. What do you do? Yes, I suspected as much. Now for the next question. There is a locked door, and your goal lies on the other side. What do you do? I am beginning to see a pattern here, apprentice. I have a feeling about what you would be best at. But first, the final question. You are the head of an enclave on a contested world. The Dark Jedi have infiltrated and are causing unrest across the planet. What do you do? Yes, I thought as much. As I suspected, you would be most suitable as a Jedi Guardian. Which color and path do you believe yourself most suited to, apprentice? Here is a green crystal for your lightsaber. Go speak to Master Jar again, and he will instruct you on how to construct it.
Alright then. Again, just a quick reminder, I will post a link down below for Air Force YouTube channel. He would definitely be more consistent with his gaming content if that's your cup of tea, that is. If that's what you wanna, I guess, watch more often, then there you go. Even though with me it's just rather sporadic when it comes to gaming, actually. I don't know, that's just me though. I just thought I'd let everyone know. It's just be sure to check out his YouTube channel because he's gonna definitely have more gaming uploaded more often, of course. Okay.
Greetings, young apprentice. As a chronicler of the Mandalorian War... As you wish. I will not force you to hear what I have to say, though I think it is unwise to ignore the lessons of the past. Perhaps you can return when you have more time. Ah, good. Now that you have selected your crystal, we shall begin the construction of your lightsaber.
Greetings, young apprentice. Have you come seeking knowledge of the past? Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it, or so they say. As a chronicler of the Academy here on Dantooine, I feel it is my duty to share the history of our order with the newly initiated. Unfortunately, our recent history is one of tragedy and bloodshed. The Mandalorian Wars, the fall of Revan and Malak, the rise of the Sith. There are important lessons to be learned from these events, if we do not wish to repeat the mistakes of our past. Of course, I could not tell you the entire history of our order. The Jedi have existed for thousands upon thousands of years. We are as old as the Republic itself. Instead, I will begin 40 years ago with the War of Exar Kun. Like Malak and Revan, Exar Kun was a Jedi who fell to the dark side and led an army against the Jedi and the Republic. Exar Kun was defeated, but the war left both the Republic and our own order severely weakened. For 20 years we struggled to rebuild, trying to erase the scars of the terrible conflict. All things in time. You shall learn that history is an intricate weaving of many events. No one thing can be understood without the proper context. 20 years ago, the Mandalorians, aware that the Republic was in a weakened state, began conquering small worlds on the Outer Rim. They were careful to choose only planets outside the Republic's jurisdiction. After much debate, the Senate chose not to intervene. As long as the Mandalorians avoided planets that were members of the Republic itself, there would be no retaliation. Well, you can hardly blame the Republic. The memory of war was fresh in everyone's mind. Nobody was eager to relive the horrors in a campaign against the Mandalorians. But in the end, it was unavoidable. The Mandalorians stockpiled resources from their conquered worlds, preparing for a massive assault. 7 years ago, they launched a simultaneous attack in 3 separate sectors of Republic space. The Senate had no choice but to retaliate with the entire Republic fleet. The Mandalorian Wars had begun. The Republic petitioned the Jedi Council for aid, but there were many factors to consider before we allowed ourselves to be drawn into another conflict, so soon after the war with Exar Kun. While the Jedi Council preached patience, there were many among our order who were eager for us to join the battle. 2 young knights in particular demanded immediate action, Revan and Malak. They rallied many of the Jedi to their cause, and against the wishes of their masters, joined the Republic fleet battling the Mandalorians. Revan was a brilliant military leader, and the Republic fleet began to win victory after victory. 4 years ago, the Mandalorians surrendered unconditionally. No one is denying that Revan was one of the keys to defeating the Mandalorians. But something happened out there on the Outer Rim. Instead of returning after the war's end, the ships under Revan's command went deep into unexplored space. They claimed to be searching for the last remnants of the Mandalorian fleet. All contact was lost. For many months it was assumed some great disaster had befallen the entire fleet. Everyone thought they were dead. There were unsubstantiated rumors of Revan and Malak being seen on a number of different planets during these months, scattered sightings that were never confirmed. Perhaps they simply went far beyond the edges of Republic space. Maybe they found previously undiscovered hyperspace routes to the ends of the galaxy. Nobody knows for certain. 3 years ago, Revan and Malak returned at the head of a massive invasion fleet. Revan had assumed the title of Sith Lord. The hero had become a conqueror. Some of the ships in the Sith fleet are those that were under Revan's command during the Mandalorian Wars, but many more are of an alien design we've never seen before. The source of this massive fleet is one of the many things about the Sith we cannot explain. It seems impossible to have created it in such a short time, yet we cannot deny its existence. The source of the Sith soldiers is unfortunately much easier to understand. Initially, the bulk of the force were former Republic soldiers who had served under Revan. With each conquest, thousands more flocked to join the invaders, swelling their numbers. Even many of our own order have betrayed us, lured by Sith promises of riches and power. For 2 years, the Sith were all but invincible. Fortunately, Bastila and her battle meditation allowed the Republic to win a few key victories, and kept the Sith from total triumph. In desperation, we set a trap for the Dark Lord. Bastila was with the strike team that tried to capture Revan, as you probably know. She was there at Revan's end. That was nearly a year ago, but things have not improved. Malak has stepped in and assumed the mantle of Dark Lord for himself, though he's far from Revan's equal in strategy or tactics. Still, his fleet continues to grow in both ships and soldiers. If we do not find some way to stop the Sith soon, Malak will overwhelm us with sheer numbers. Your confidence is admirable, but you must guard against pride and arrogance. These lead to the dark side. Revan's tale shows us how even the greatest of Jedi can fall to the dark side. You must always be on guard against the evil that dwells within you. Think hard upon this lesson. This facility is a training academy. The archives here are restricted to those who have attained the rank of Master. We must protect overeager Padawans from being exposed to dangerous knowledge. The pursuit of knowledge is a noble goal, but there are some things that require the wisdom of a master to truly understand. You should ponder the history of Revan. It contains many lessons you may need if we hope to defeat Malak and the Sith. May the Force be with you.
If you have questions, you should direct them toward the Jedi Council members.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
I see you insist on wandering the halls of our enclave when you should be busy studying your lessons. Now get along then. Maybe you'll find the time to do something useful.
Good evening, apprentice. I trust your training goes well. I have faith that you will achieve the rank of Padawan soon. Master Jar is most impressed with your progress. May the Force be with you, apprentice.
Greetings, young apprentice. Have you come seeking knowledge of the past? Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it, or so they say. As chronicler of the Academy here on Dantooine, I find your quest for knowledge admirable. But I do not want to overwhelm you with the long history of the Jedi Order. You should ponder the history of Revan. It contains many lessons you may need if we hope to defeat Malak and the Sith. Revan's tale shows us how even the greatest of Jedi can fall to the dark side. You must always be on guard against the evil that dwells within you. Think hard upon this lesson. May the Force be with you.
You have done extremely well in constructing your lightsaber, apprentice. Your crystal seems to have been set perfectly. It is rare indeed for that to happen the first time one constructs their lightsaber. These crystals are very rare, found only in certain caves strung in the Force. By adding crystals to your lightsaber, you can alter or enhance its properties. There have even been unconfirmed rumors of certain Force-sensitive caves here on Dantooine that may hold these crystals. It is a rumor only. I do not know if there's any truth in it, but you must learn first to use your lightsaber and take care when drawing it. Your lightsaber identifies you as a member of the Jedi Order. With such recognition comes honor and respect, and the attentions of dangerous enemies. The Sith and Dark Jedi will seek to destroy you, apprentice. And you must prove yourself worthy in battle against a foe who also wields a lightsaber. Are you ready to face the final challenge, apprentice? For every Jedi, the threat of the dark side is always present. You must truly understand this before you are accepted into the Order. You must see the corruption of the dark side for yourself. Even here on Dantooine, there are places where the dark side holds sway, twisting and tainting nature itself. The ancient grove, once used for deep meditation by the Jedi, is now tainted. A wave of darkness perverts the region around it. The Kathhounds in the area have become savage and ruthless. They have become a threat to the settlers, a threat the Jedi have promised to stop. The Kathhounds are but a symptom of the true problem. You must journey into the grove and confront the true source of the darkness. That is your task. I can say no more. Some things you must see for yourself. None of the other Jedi at the Academy are permitted to help you in this task. But remember this, my young apprentice. A Jedi acts with patience and care, and those on the dark path are not always lost forever. The dark side still taints the ancient grove. Your lessons cannot continue until the spreading corruption of the dark side has been stopped. This is your task, apprentice. May the Force be with you.
What? Uh-huh. Yes, what's on your mind? Dantooine's a boring place. It's all plains and herders and small settlements. Perfect for the Jedi to lose themselves in, I guess. Well, that's all I can think of, at any rate. You got it.
Greetings, young apprentice. Have you come seeking knowledge of the past? Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it, or so they say. As chronicler of the Academy here on Dantooine, I find your quest for knowledge admirable, but I do not want to overwhelm you with the long history of the Jedi Order. You should ponder the history of Revan. It contains many lessons you may need if we hope to defeat Malak and the Sith. May the Force be with you.
Yeah, what do you want? I was one of the best youth warriors in the clan Ordo in my time. No one before me had mastered the power of our Basilisk war droids as quickly as I had. Except Mandalore himself, of course. In those days, we were sweeping across the Outer Rim, destroying all who fought us. Young Mandalores would prove themselves in real combat with unknown opponents above 1,000 worlds. Each brought back stories of his achievements. We would travel from world to world and descend on it in our Basilisk war droids. I still remember my first combat. I remember it well, orbiting high above a placid world, its defenses just stirring. As was tradition, I would go ahead of the first wave to find enemies in the thickest fighting. I remember sitting there in my armor, linked directly with the basilisk thrumming beneath me, my heart racing with fear of the coming battle. Every new warrior has to fear to understand how to beat it. You must know that. The doors opened in front of me, and the air was sucked out of the drop bay, scattering crystals of frozen vapor across my path. I can't describe what it feels like to look directly down at a world, falling continuously as you circle it, with barely 15 centimeters of armor plate protecting you. When the magnetic locks disengaged on my droid, I plunged out of the drop bay towards the battle that waited below. I don't remember. It doesn't matter anyway. That world's dead now. The exhilaration, the euphoria I felt as I streaked into the atmosphere, dodging self-guided projectiles and beam weapons, was unmatched. An 80-kilometer plunge through the atmosphere, dodging and weaving, the outside of my armor glowing like the sun with the heat of re-entry. And with barely 30 meters to spare, I twisted and skimmed the surface, firing at the giant beam generators that were in my path. The explosion from that sent shock waves that leveled the entire complex around it. It was the moment of my life. I'll never forget those times. But things are different now. We can't go on fighting the way we did. There are too few of us left now, but I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I trust I've satisfied your curiosity for now. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
The council has decreed you may come and go as you...
I hear that the Sith tortured Jedi prisoners until they give in to the dark side. I hope that never happens.
It is good sometimes to stop and reflect on the beauty of nature and the Force. I am sorry. I tend to get carried away. I do not believe we have met, apprentice. My name is Nemo. Is there something I can help you with? Indeed. What is it you would like from me? The Council has told you nothing of the Grove? Do not be so quick to judge circumstances about which you are ignorant. Not everything may be as transparent as you would believe. The Grove can be found to the south and east in the plains, but be wary of Cathhounds. They may be agitated by the power in the Grove. Is there something else I can help you with? About me? I am truly flattered. What is it you wish to know? As I have said, I believe, my name is Nemo. I am here by the will of the Jedi Council. Indeed, my young friend, that I am. I have served the Council for many years. and have seen many apprentices pass through this enclave. I think perhaps you place an undue importance on rank and hierarchy. Understandable, but regrettable also. We each serve in our place, high or low. Is there something else I can help you with? I hope your time is well spent here on Dantooine.
Greetings, friend. I think I can safely assume you are a member of the Jedi Order. Has the Council agreed to hear our petition? Oh, I'm sorry. I was mistaken. Does the Council require our presence? Oh, I see. I am mistaken. How may I be of assistance? Farewell, then.
Are you a Jedi? How long can you people continue to sit by and claim you protect us? Protectors? Ha! You sit in your enclave safe from the Mandalorians while we suffer. No! They've been raiding planets across this sector and farms around here often. You Jedi have left them alone because they haven't harmed you. But they steal our property, destroy our land, and worse.
I say we look for these Mandalorians. I fought them in the war. They're nothing but vicious pirates. We should stop them if we can.
Those Mandalorian brutes have killed my daughter.
You should have protected her better. And you call yourself her father.
And what am I supposed to do against a dozen Mandalorians and Duros? Nothing. There was nothing I could do. They came to our land demanding our livelihood. But Ilsa, my Ilsa, said no. There was nothing I could do. Too many of the Mandalorians and their Duros allies. I've come here to ask you, please, Master Jedi, stop these raiders and get revenge for my daughter. I will give you all I have. Just please, annihilate them from the face of this planet.
All right, then. So, okay, folks. I think I'm just about to end it here, obviously. Because this video has been going on for quite a bit. Because these videos aren't exactly short at all, of course. So yes, be sure to check out his YouTube channel. Again, I will post the link down below, obviously. So there's that. And I will do more Star Wars related content more as often as I can, of course. And this is my way trying to just do something with Star Wars and Disney at the same time. And there you go. Again, as always, thanks for watching, and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh yeah, later, definitely. Again, I appreciate it.